Well, good morning, everyone. It's the summer here in West Michigan, which, if you're not familiar, calls for real early sunrises and extremely late sunsets. Over the last 3 to 5 days, it's been pouring rain, and once I checked the forecast and saw that there was a break in the weather, I knew I had to get out and explore. Come with me as I explore one of the more popular inland lakes here in West Michigan and capture its beauty. Well, good morning. It's Ben, your landscape photographer out of Holland Michigan, America's High Five. And this morning we've come to the southwest side of Lake Macatawa. And if you're not familiar with Lake Macatawa, it is in the city of Holland, Michigan. I've actually been here before the Big Red Lighthouse, which is a famous lighthouse in Michigan. I've actually photographed it earlier in 2019. You can check the video out here. And it's actually just down this just down this path and to the left, but that's not why I'm here. I actually pinned this place earlier this week, and it's because of these rocks that are right here, and I knew the sunrise was going to be coming up, so I wanted to come during a sunrise. And over the last 2 days, it's been cloudy and stormy, and this was going to be the first morning where there weren't going to be any clouds, or hopefully some clouds. It doesn't look like it, but there wasn't going to be any rain, and the weather was going to be nice. So I elected to wake up real early this morning before work. As you can see, I'm dressed all up, and come down here and photograph the sunrise. It's about 6:30 in the morning, so it's just a waiting game now. So I was talking to the front desk gal the other night I was here, and she was giving me some facts about Lake Macatawa, because I just love learning about the history of where the name came from or anything like that. And she was telling me that the lake is about 6 miles from east to west long and about 1.2 miles wide, and has about 1,700 square acres. And the depth is about about 10 feet deep, except for some of the canal places where the bigger ships kind of come in and out. So yeah, just a little bit of fun facts about statistics about this particular lake. It's roughly about 15-20 minutes before sunrise, kind of just snapping away at blue hour as we kind of wait. So this doesn't get you going in the morning, I don't know what will. So now it's just time to sit and wait. So kind of while we're waiting, some other interesting things that she passed along to me. I was asking about the name, Lake Macatawa. It's kind of an interesting name. And so I was curious to see if she knew where it came from, and surprise to me, she was able to kind of shed some light on it. And in fact, it hasn't always been called Lake Macatawa. It's been called that since about 1935, but before that it was called Black Lake. And there was a river, Black River, that fed into this lake, so that's how it got its name. It was originally in 1832, it was called Black Lake, and that was from Calvin Britton, who came and actually surveyed the area, Holland, Michigan, the lake and everything like that. It got its name because of its dark, murky sediment that was in there. It gave it this kind of dark, murky look. And so, as creative as he was, he named it Black Lake. It wasn't until about 30, 40, 50 years later or so that the city decided to kind of rename it Lake Macatawa. And Macatawa actually means black in Native American tongue, and the original Native American people that lived in this area, the indigenous people. Macatawa means black. So Black Lake turned into Lake Macatawa, which is what it's called today and henceforth. Pretty interesting. Or at least I think so. Hopefully you guys find it interesting too. So let me tell you a little bit about what I have going on here. I have these rocks in the foreground that kind of lead you out into the lake. And then, can you see it right here? Boop, 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 boop. There's these line of trees that are kind of coming in. They kind of help frame the shot on the left-hand side, and the sun is rising a little bit over here. So it's creating this kind of effect where it's pink, yellow, whitish, and kind of fades up into the blue. And I just absolutely love when there's a gradient in the sky like that. And the water is just kind of slowly meandering over these rocks, kind of giving it a little bit of feel. I've been playing around with the shutter speed to kind of get that, to get it exactly how I like. Do I want it to be frozen in time and the kind of the water kind of flashing up in the sky and just capturing that moment, or do I want it to be a little bit more ethereal and kind of as it flows over? I don't know, kind of playing, and I encourage you guys to play around too. So yeah, I think it's time to kind of, sorry, you know, I only see my silhouette there. I think it's time to kind of capture this image. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bracket these images. One exposure for these rocks in the foreground, and then another for the sky in the background. So the first one is going to be at 1/40th of a second. Capture that image. And then the second one, I'm gonna go up a couple seconds and increase the exposure time to about 1/15th of a second. So you don't have to go very far to create these images. This morning is gonna be so good. Oh my gosh. Check it out. Check it out. I think that's it. I took a couple different exposures there, so let me know. I think I showed a couple of them there, one during blue hour and then one right when the sun rose. So I have a couple different ones there. Let me know what you guys think. I'm happy with the images. I think I'm definitely gonna keep this place marked, and as I mentioned, Perseverance will be coming back here whenever there's a little bit more something going on in the clouds. But that's it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little journey, little history of Lake Macatawa. But it's time for me to get to my real gig. And like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next one. So actually, speaking of this red lighthouse, if you're looking to come here to the big red lighthouse and you're a Michigan resident, you can only come on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 a.m. to dusk. If you happen to be out of state, you can come Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to dusk, so just keep that in mind.